Okay, fine. So let us get started. I hope Chetan, you can also hear me. All right. Just give me one confirmation. Chetan and Anirudh. No, Rahul and Anirudh and Chetan is okay. I think let me get started. Whichever way, thanks. So yeah, so this is chess is my passion. So briefly about myself, I mean this is not my main job. I do work in a software product company, and by profession I'm more like a product architect, software product architect. But chess has been my passion from maybe from college days. So I continued, and then even after joining the professional what do you call career, I used to play chess at my company. And then we used to, Bangalore has got a decent scene of chess, inter corporate. So there are tournaments like held every 6 months. So we used to participate in that. I was a young guy that time, and yeah, I played. I won the company championships. I also led our company's team into that multiple times. We won it, and that's how it happened. But on and off, and later on, I kind of went away from chess because the professional responsibilities and duties and everything basically. So no time for chess. Only in the last 2 years did I come back. In between, I used to follow chess. I've always kept in touch, but I was never seriously playing. Maybe till for a good 10-12 years in between, I was not playing. And now I have got back. So anyway, all these details are there in the handout. So if you want, you can just check it out. But yeah, so now interesting things have happened on the computer chess. Also, a lot of development have happened with Alpha Zero, etc. 3 years back. So and I kind of got some more time now. I can do it. So and now I got interested in coaching. So I started coaching first in my apartment. Some kids were interested, and then so that happened for some time. And then during the lockdown, I think many of my friends asked me, why don't you do online coaching? Then I kind of looked at it and then put this whole thing together, because I had a lot of material that I had collected over the years of how to actually learn, etc. So that is what I put it together, and only in the lockdown period I started this online classes. Before that, I'd never thought of this. But then so that first batch continued. Now that batch which had started, now they are in level 3 course, and then there was level 2 and level 1, etc. But since there is more interest, and I have a passion for chess, and I am also enjoying teaching it in a systematic way, using my experience and what I have done. So that is what has led me to this. So that's the brief about the background. Okay, and then we will go. So how we will do this coaching is actually, it will be a mixture of three things. I call it 3 dimensions. I'll come to this one, I'll show. But what essentially we can look at, chess is a very, very subject. It is almost like science. Okay, there is also art in it. I mean, creativity in it, but it is also a very hard logical thing. So hence it is just like mathematics. So there is a lot of theory in chess. So you need to understand. I mean, while you play, you can play without knowing the theory. But to become a good player, you need to understand what is the theory and why it is like that. And then obviously, just as you will study mathematics, right? I mean, you will know what various theorems and proofs, and then you will go beyond it to put your own into it. So that is how it is in chess also. So, so there is a lot of theory which needs to be understood and understood systematically. So that is what I do in my Zoom classes. So you will have every week, you will have one Zoom class where like this you will be, I'll be talking about, I have handouts that I have created, PDF handouts. So that I will share it every week, and then I will explain that in the Zoom class. So that is one part. A side part of it is that I have some pre-recorded sessions which are there on YouTube. So now, because it is difficult to get everybody's time at the same time zone, so that is why I recorded these on YouTube and made it available. They are available actually freely on YouTube. But if you follow it systematically, then it makes sense. Otherwise, it not. So those are available. So what I suggest the course is that every week I will send out the handout and I will ask you to watch 1 or 2 videos which are pre-recorded during the week. Anytime you can do it as per your convenience, day, morning, night, depending on the time zone. You might be in Singapore or you might be in Malaysia, US, UK or India. So you can make it convenient. And once in a week, we will have a face-to-face that Zoom class where I will be actually going through the details and answering any queries, doubts, etc. So that is the first dimension, which is the theory part, theoretical knowledge here, right? Then second part is the actual skill development, right? So skill development is you have to actually apply this theory, and so this application again happens. Yeah, finally it happens in a game when you play it and tournaments, but before that there is one more stage. So you apply to some specific positions, and that, I mean, that's how you study. So I will give a position and then say, now apply this thing what we have learned and see, let us, can you find the best move here, right? So this is called as and this way, if you do it and then patterns get recognized into your brain, if you do it hundreds of times, thousands of puzzles, then your brain picks it up and then it becomes a reflex skill. So that is the really the part. Actually, a lot of pattern recognition happens reflexively in your brain after some time, after you do a lot of study. So that is the second part. For that, we are going to use this Chess King portal, for which I have already created the IDs of all of you. So that is a learning portal. So it is also a playing portal is also there. You can play there also, but I use it mostly for learning. And I will show you very briefly how it is. But there you practice. So it is like a homework, assignments are there, puzzles to be solved, chess puzzles. So you can do it every week. You can keep doing some 25, 30 or whatever it is, 10, 20, etc. And over the period of time, you will actually complete it and then you will gain it. The third one is the actual play against each other. That is again most important, because just knowing the theory is not enough. You have to apply it, and in a competitive environment, which is different. So non-competitive environment, when you are given a puzzle to solve, you may be able to do it. But can you do it when you are playing against an opponent with a time, right? So let me see why there is a chat. Okay, all right, cool. So so that is the third part. So again, what we do as part of this course is that every week you are required to play 2 hours. You can play more, but at least 2 hours on 2 different days. So Saturday and Sunday generally, but maybe also sometimes I'll give the practice on Friday. So it's because some people might find it easier to play on Friday and Saturday. Some people might find it on Saturday and Sunday, whichever way, but at least 2 hours, 1 hour each. So you play, and whom do you play? So this class peer group, right? So now we have a dozen students. So they will play against each other, and for that playing, we will use the site Chess. You may have heard of it. It is just like chess.com, but it is yeah. I use Chess, and it has certain features that allow you to use it, and you don't have to pay anything. So I mean, you get an account there, free account, and it gets you all the access. So I will very briefly, I will show you all these things, but this is the 3 dimensions and we cover it. So theoretical knowledge, applying it in puzzles in a non-competitive environment, and then finally playing games and tournaments, right? That is how it is. And finally, at the end of it, there is an assessment. So after completing homework and test, etc., at the end of it, you will get a level 1 certificate. That is the brief thing about the course. And how long it will last? It is about 10 sessions. Okay, so level 1 course is divided into 10 sessions. What I cover, it is there in this, but yeah, so some of it you may know already, but again, there are some nuances to it. So it is important to know everything in proper depth. What is the chessboard? How is the geometry of the chessboard? What is the language of chess? Nuances of bishop rooks, nuances of queen and knight, checks and mates, castling and en passant, then opening phase of the game, then basic end games, right? Methods of drawing the game. There are so many ways, 6 ways that you can actually draw a game, and they are important. And then also internet resources, and then I will introduce basically to a simple tactic, which is pin. So that is what is the overall scope of the L1 class, right? So yeah, so I will now in the next stage I will actually go and show you some of the sites, but before that I will stop and take any questions or any doubts or anything that you may have.
So how long is the the classes, the theoretical classes?
The theory classes are like about 40 minutes every week. So that is face to face. The Zoom, the pre-recorded videos, YouTube you will watch is about, two videos will be about, each will be about 30-35 minutes. So maybe 60-70 minutes of YouTube watching, about 40-45 minutes of the Zoom session, and then 2 hours each week of play. Plus homework assignment, I think you will spend about 30 minutes if you spend it. I think 30 minutes or 1 hour if you spend it every week. That is okay. That is good. So which means that from the time commitment, every week you are looking at 1 hour YouTube, 1 hour homework, 2 hours of play, about 4.5 hours, I would say, right? Four and a half hours is what is the time commitment every week. That is what is expected. Okay, I see that Shefali has joined. Shefali, you may want to briefly introduce yourself. I think the rest of the people have been there in the group, so they know.
Hey, actually, I'm using my wife's ID.
Okay.
I'm Rahul.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Just there was some issue, so I joined using my wife's ID.
Sure.
Okay,
sure.
but okay, I'm Rahul. Actually, I got to know about this from my friend who apparently had some information from this earlier interaction with Mr. Shivaji.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Okay,
I think
so
I just got. I think from Malaysia, a lot of I think the original first one was probably Mr. Kolekar, Rutvij's dad, I think, and then I got some more. His acquaintances joined. Then I think like Dr. Bapat, and then I think Musale, Vijay Musale, etc. So I think maybe those are the people that.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Right.
So I got curious to see if that can benefit. So I thought maybe my son, because he's very interested in chess. He used to, like till last year, he used to participate in the school competition.
Okay.
But this year, kind of a bit not so open. They are all working from or studying from home.
Okay.
So this year that event was cancelled. So
okay.
But then I thought it might be a good thing to start with.
Yeah, definitely. See, and by the way, actually, what I think is that if any of the kids are like fairly conversant and you think that they are they are way beyond level 1, they are probably at level 2. I have a test and I can give that test, and if someone is already advanced and if he clears the test, then I suggest then you join the L2 group rather than the L1. But the L1 starts from the fundamentals and clears it as everything. So as I was just going through, this is the scope of the L1 and everything properly, all the things. But yeah, I mean, so you can check and think. So.
Is it possible to share this by email or something?
This I have already shared in the group. This PDF.
Oh, is it? Oh,
yeah.
Sorry. Then maybe I missed out.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go through it. No problem. Please continue.
I can share it again also. No problem.
No problem. Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
So this.
And you're also recording the session, right?
Yeah.
So
Plus, I am recording the session. See. Yeah. So this document actually I have put a lot of details into it. Everything is there. So you might. So okay. So I was going to the next stage. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just explain where we play, where we do the homework. I will show that to you now that IDs are created. Okay.
So like what time will the classes be in the night? What time exactly?
Yeah. So we'll discuss that. What I'm proposing is two things. One is we could either do this at 7:30 p.m. to 8:15 p.m. or something like that, or we can do it at 9 p.m. But don't know. I think we have to see how it works out. So because we have people from different time zones, so what we'll discuss that. I think we'll just see the thing first, and then we'll fix the timing. I mean, whatever
Right,
suits
right,
for everybody, I will go for it within a zone. I mean, like 7
right.
to 9:30. That is the time that I can take it on the weekend. Now, what suits? I have a L2 class already on Saturday, so around it I can take it either before that or after that. So we'll discuss that. I think just give it a push.
Should I watch my iPad, please?
So let me go to
No, no one
yeah, this is my
channel.
channel on YouTube.
आईपैड क्यों देखना जाके थोड़ा सा खेलो आगे बाहर देखो
One second, I'm hearing noise, so you may want to. Otherwise, I'll have to mute everyone. Okay, so this is my channel. You can subscribe to their channel, and then I have created playlists for all the current things, and they are all available. So L1 class, L2 class, L3 class, etc. Those videos are available. So I will tell you which videos to watch for L1 class before every week. So that is brief. Okay, coming to the playing part. This is the leechess.org. Okay, some of you may already know this. It is just similar to chess.com. Okay, because you may know chess.com or chesskit.com. It is very similar. But what I do is I have created teams. So every level of mine, so level 2 or level 1, or I will create a team, and all the team members will be, all the students will be part of that team. And then every week, that twice when we say that it is a practice playing, right? So we'll be creating these practice arenas, and then within that people will play. For example, this was played 1 week back, and some 13 people participated who won, etc. All of these things happen. So once you log in into this arena, you will keep getting games. So for 1 hour you will keep playing. Some of you will play 3-4 games, some of you might play 7-8 games, depending on how fast you play or whatever. And there are
Sir, I had a Leechess account because one day for the tournament I had joined
okay.
one. Sai Pranav told me.
Oh yeah, is it Venkatesh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes. So you'll be able to use that, no problem. So I will create a team, and then I will induct all of you into that team, and that's how you will be able to play it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So,
Okay, sir.
and not just playing. Actually, this site has got a lot of stuff you can learn also. Chess basics, puzzles you can do. You can do. There is a studies are there, and then you can also watch. So there is a video library. So a lot of instructional chess videos are also there. It is up to you, but we use it at least for playing. Beyond that, it is up to you whether to use it, and it is freely available. So once you create your ID and once you link it, you will be able to use it. Okay. So this is how the playing happens. All right, and then any questions? Okay.
So, sir, this ID that you have just now created, is that the one that we need to?
No. So that I will tell you. So that the ID that I have created is on ChessKing, learn.chessking.com. Okay. So this is the site where we do all the homework and the skill development I talked about, right? So that is where I have created the ID. On Leechess, I will ask you that you can create the ID yourself. Here, I'll tell you why we created, because then here I give the homework assignment, and that is why I create the ID. So I am able to see all my students' progress here. Okay, so if I go to my students, so for example, this is, and there's a lot of tracking and assignment and everything I can do it. So this is one of the students, and I will be able to see how much he has completed, and last 10 changes or whatever, I think month. Just 1 second. And here, so various courses, what he has done, how he has done it. So these are the courses, and yeah. So for example, mate in one puzzles, he has done 560 or something with a 99% accuracy. He also is able to see it, but I am also able to see it, and then I will give assignments to him. So this is how I can track it for each of the students. So all my students. And you can also see your own stats also, and then I know that you are completing the homework or not completing, etc. So that is how I do it. And plus you have these courses I will talk about. So all of these assignments are basically, there are some courses here for which whatever is required at every level, So level 1 you are doing, whatever is required, I will provide it. So it will be included in the, when you pay the fees, it is all included. So for example, for the level 1 specifically, we are talking about 2 courses. One is called as, how it is, I'll just very briefly show you. So it is like, for example, mate in 1, I will show you mate in 1. So there will be puzzles will be of this form. Okay, so let us take rook checkmate. Sections are there. It is just for this purpose. But for example, now you will be asked that, yeah, this is slightly complicated, not very simple because we are adding one, but it's a mate in 1. And so here the puzzle will be showing, okay, your turn white. So you imagine that you are a white player and you have to play this, and goal is to checkmate in 1 more, because that's the whole course. It is about mate in 1. So if you do it, there are more than 2000 puzzles. So if you do it, then you will become really good at it. You will be able to spot it. Now, for example, here I know I can just do this. Yeah. Again. So here, yeah, this is a pattern that you can just see it. It is a thing, but initially you may find it. So that's why it is. If you see the contents, it will start from few figured positions so that it is very easy, and slowly build, and then rook checkmates, queen checkmates, etc. Then it will go to many figured. Means there are a lot of pieces on the board. It will become more thing. Then you will go to complicated, and then you will not have a clue. Means here at least you know that it's a rook which is moving a checkmate, right? Even in complicated, etc. And but later on you will not be given any clue, and you will be simply asked that find the move, right? That is how you develop your skill, by doing practice. For example, if I go to volume 8 and here, yeah, let me see. Yeah, this is, so for example, the solution is obviously this is the, right? So like this, you have puzzles. So there are 2 courses that I recommend, and whatever is required for level 1, you will get access to it. So you don't need to separately purchase it, though the site allows you to purchase separately if you want additionally. But this is how the skill development part and practice and homework assignments will happen. Okay, we talked about the playing part here, the homework assignment here. Yeah, so this is level. So I have also mapped my course to these levels. So level 1, 2, 3 up to 9. So level 9 is a fairly advanced. It is like almost close to an international master title or FIDE master title. Level 1 is when, or level 0, what they call it, is when you are starting and learning. So what I call the level 1, and I am currently teaching level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4 and 5 also I can teach, but as soon as the students reach beyond level 5, generally, yeah, till now at least I have not taught anybody. But yeah, so you will also be able to take a test and get a sense of it, what is the level, etc. But yeah, with proper study you will develop, and you will yeah, I mean, that's how. So level 1 course is like 10 sessions normally, because we do 1 session per week. So it is yeah, so it is 10 weeks, but with some 1 or 2 extra weeks sometimes we'll take it. So effectively 2.5 to 3 months we'll take it for the level 1 course. And okay, so let me go back and yeah, what are the other things that we do is, as apart from the practice tournaments, we will have in between, we will have so we will have total 2 tournaments with prizes. One is after about 5 to 6 weeks we'll have it, and then there will be prizes, and then one at the end of the course. So total 2 tournaments with, we will have it with prizes. And we will also check who is doing very diligent work, who is doing all the homework, assignment, everything will get points. So finally we will also have a student of the class, so the person who does very well on all the fronts, so he will also get it, so that a prize. So that is how we actually conduct the course. Okay. So, okay, so I think Venkat, you have joined late, but I am recording the session, so I will be adding it to YouTube, so you can catch up on the, you can catch up on that, what I have lost. But essentially, mostly I've just gone through what I've covered it in the document, so just shown that. Okay. Any questions? Any?
So, Mr. Shivaji, so then what we are discussing is about level 1.
Yes.
And you mentioned level 2 is already ongoing, means in a
Yeah, there is a different batch of students which are already in level 2, and then there is a
okay.
different batch which is also in level 3 also. So because those who
Okay,
started
okay.
with me in sometime in April or so, they are in level 3 now. So,
Okay. So let's say level 1 you say is around 2 months or so. Level
yeah.
2 will be
Yeah, so
also
level 1 is 10 sessions, so about 2.5 months you say, and it may become 3 months in case there is some 1 week or two or whatever it is, if we take a holiday in between, etc. But, so roughly it is 2.5 months. Level 2 is about 3 months, but it may go up to 3.5 months, etc. And then
right.
level 3 is a longer duration. Level 3 is a 5 months course and may stretch up to 6 months with whatever some break in between, etc. So it will go up to. So that is how it is, because you get deeper and deeper into it. So then yeah.
Okay, and then as you mentioned, it will be a kind of a test based to see whether the student
Yes.
belongs to this level or that level or kind of thing.
Correct. So I think so. So there is a test that is available for level 1. So if someone is fairly familiar and playing a lot of chess already in school with friends, maybe some tournaments, etc. So may know the basics and may know the things. In which case you can opt to take the test. If you clear the test, then you are eligible to go into level
Okay.
2.
So
If
in
you
that
don't clear
case,
it,
that batch you say is already ongoing.
yes. So which means that you will have to wait for the next one to start. So
Okay. And that will be
we will have to see. I think no, actually, probably by December end, I might be some third week of December or so. I might start L2. Okay, so about 3 to 4 weeks
okay.
from now. Okay, so that is.
Okay, no problem. So then, okay, so then those details would be available through
Yes.
email or some.
Yeah.
Okay,
Or you can remain in touch with me on WhatsApp. I will do that. So
okay. And for this test, sorry, I'm just going a bit more. So that test, what you say for level 1, how will it be conducted? Is
no,
it
it is a see. It's a single sheet of paper. Some 6 puzzles. Puzzles or problems are there. I give it, and you have to submit it the next day. So you can take it.
okay?
So you submit it today. I will give it. By tomorrow, I will expect you to give me the sheet back.
Okay.
I mean, sheet back means what? You can write your answers on the. You can take a printout, write answers, take a photo, and send it back to me. That is okay. Means I have not
Oh,
yet done this Google form kind of thing, because
okay.
just slightly there may be multiple answers, etc. So I have not done an MCQ kind of thing. But I do give puzzles like this and then say which is your best move or what is the first thing, and show it.
Okay.
So that way you would do it.
Okay. So in that case, okay. So maybe once we finish this, then I can speak to you.
Yeah. You can touch
Separately.
base with me on WhatsApp and then I will.
Right. Okay, cool. Thanks.
So cool. So yeah, I also run my blog. Okay, not like I don't get time to run too much, but I do periodically put it. So this blog is there. So there are some interesting articles that I've put, including the chess levels, etc. So if you see this, right, I think you'll be able to see, because what I mean about the chess levels, guide to chess levels. So I've really explained what is a level 1, what is a level 2, right, and what roughly it means, and what you are expected to know, and that way. So going up to whatever, right? I mean, level 14 will approximately become like a world championship contender, right? I mean, it will become. Level 9 will become like a FIDE master. Level 10 will become like an international master. So that is how. So yeah, I mean, I am myself, I'm probably somewhere between 7 and 8. I used to be stronger earlier, but now I'm not so strong with age and with difference. So that is, so I, yeah, probably closer to 8, I will say. And hence I take classes up to 5. I can go up to level 6, but beyond that, I suggest that some even stronger players are there. Then you go there. If you reach level 6, with me, then I will say, okay, beyond that, I will suggest some more masters, bigger masters are there. So that are there. So that is how it is. So anyway, it's a thing. And see, I think it is all you have to see when you are starting. So how the kids like it. If they really like it, then you can. Okay, I have less than about 4 minutes remaining. So yeah. So going back, I think let me just go back. Any questions? Any other questions? Anyone else has? Okay, I think you may have a question about fees. So fees is mentioned in the document, but just to cover, the fees are 2,500 for the entire course, and it includes everything. So there is nothing, anything. It's all inclusive. But then you will get all these things, whatever is listed: handouts, sessions, tournaments, prizes, and everything that is there. All of that. So there is a single inclusive thing is about 2,500. It will 2.5 months. Most likely it may go up to 3 months, but we may, because we are in the holiday season. So if everybody is okay and we can do slightly more, little bit more pace, then we may be able to finish it in 2 months also. It depends on how everyone is. Okay. But 10 sessions, 10 or 11 sessions will be there. Okay. Any other?
We'll consider the timing.
Time. Okay. So I think considering, I think we have people from US, we have people from Malaysia, and people from India. So what does it suit? I can, let us say, I can do Sunday also. So Sunday, if you guys are okay, we can do Sunday something like 7:30 p.m. to 8:15 p.m. That works for me. 9 p.m. Onwards, I have the level 3 students, so that is the thing. So, or we can do it on Saturday. Saturday, either we can do it like 9 p.m. We can do it on Saturday, but I don't know whether it will be too late for Malaysia, Singapore. But other thing that we can do on Saturday is that we can do something like what do you call? Yeah, I mean 8:30 p.m. also we can do it. So I think maybe we can just, if we can decide now, that is good. Otherwise we can just discuss and close it on the WhatsApp group. What works best? Does Sunday uh, 7:30 p.m. work okay?
No other time around.
So anytime in the night is fine, sir, for me. Anytime.
Okay. All right.
My view is to say, because Sunday too late is a problem, because
Yeah.
Monday morning, early morning,
Correct.
5 o'clock, the kids have to start for school.
Yeah, exactly. So then is it better to do it on Saturday then? Huh?
If Saturday, yeah, Saturday is better.
Okay.
And like Malaysia is around 2.5 hours ahead of India.
Yeah. Correct.
So maybe if it's too late, then if they are already sleepy, then they may not be able to
Correct.
learn too much. This is just my view, but others can also.
Okay, so I think what I will do is, I think I see the session is going to end now, but I can reopen it. So we can join it for 5 minutes if we can. So the exactly same code on Zoom. I will end the meeting and I will reopen it. I think there is some. Okay, so we can join back if you have things. Let us discuss. Okay.